My name is Sarah, and my role in the opening ceremony of the Olympics was I was an NHS nurse.
I'm Dennis, I'm one of the drummer marshals who took part in the pandemonium section of the opening ceremony of the Olympics.
My name is Mary. I was a pandemonium drummer in the opening ceremony of the Olympics during the scene of the Industrial Revolution. The opening ceremony harnessed the creativity of thousands and thousands of ordinary people to bring a vision created by one person. And that vision included things from our heritage, like the National Health Service. It included the Industrial Revolution and the contribution of the working classes towards the making of modern Britain.
These volunteers were drawn from so many different areas of our lives, really, and just they embodied something beyond the stories that they were told, really. And I think people recognised that. They found a spirit in that was like really surprising and actually overdue.
I felt so special in the Olympics, you know, just before the Olympics I wasn't working, I was really struggling to find work, there's not a lot of work out there. And when I got involved in the Olympics, all of a sudden my whole life just opened up. I was belonging, I was part of this huge picture.
What was really brilliant about it was to have people who were involved in the Olympics who were from every walk of life, from every ethnicity and from every background, and we were all there taking part in something that was making a really, really positive but also very socially conscious statement for the rest of the world to say this is really what Britain is like.
Dissent on our streets is part of our absolute fabric. We try to show that in the ceremony, that it's so many, you know, the suffragettes, it's just 100 years. You know, that work, that was incredible. It's only 100 years ago, everyone, you know, and so the marching is a very, very proud part of our culture, our heritage, and long may it go on.
I'm going to be marching for a future that works because austerity has failed. Austerity is failing to take us out of this crisis, and it's failing some of the poorest and most vulnerable people in our society. And to George Osborne, I'd like to say this: when 80,000 people are booing you in the Paralympics, you've got to stop and take note.
So I feel very, very passionately that the cuts are coming to the wrong people. I am angry about the current situation when I see my daughter not being able to get a job, when I see her not being able to find a flat to live in. I am angry about the current situation when I see young people unemployed and demoralised and demotivated because they feel they will never get a job.
The job of politicians is to create work for people. It's very, very simple. A lot of the rest of it is dressing, really. You've got to create jobs and a sense of people feeling like they belong to a community, they work within that community, and they build their homes and families within that community as well.
I'm going to be marching for a future that works, because we need to focus on what we do want and not what we don't want, and saying we will keep our schools going, we will keep the NHS, we will keep that flame burning. You know, it's about the positive and focusing on what we do want.
I want a future that works.
I want a future that works.
I can't think of anything finer than to believe in a future that works.